Hi, I'm Chris Walton, Chief Road Test Editor at Edmunds.com. Today we're going to learn how to drive a stick shift, and our test subject today is Michelle.
Hello.
So, let's get going. Okay, Michelle, we're in the car. Let's run over a few basics before we even start the car. A clutch essentially connects the engine to the wheels, and at some point you have to disconnect the two to switch the gears, and that's why you have a clutch pedal. Even before we start that, let's get to know the gearbox. Every gearbox has an H pattern. This one's a 5-speed with the reverse down and to the right. Everyone's a little different. Sometimes they have a ring, sometimes they have a button. This one, you're just going to have to crank over, whack it to the right and put it in reverse. All the other gears, they just go right in, but reverse is special. That's got a lockout. So the other thing, every racing school I've ever been to, they give a little primer on how to shift the gears, and essentially you don't need to grab it. You don't need to
Don't white knuckle it.
Don't white knuckle it. So for instance, first to second, all you do is apply a little bit of pressure to the side and just go straight back. And then second to third is even easier because there's a centering spring, and all you need to do is push it forward and it goes directly into third, as long as you do a nice smooth motion. And third to fourth is the best, straight back, just like that. And I don't think we're going to get to fifth. Not in a beach parking lot. So so essentially the reason we're shifting gears is because like if you're riding a 10-speed bicycle, you're in first gear, you're pedaling as fast as you can, and all of a sudden you can't go any faster, so you got to grab second gear. And that's when we shift gears in a car. So we're just disconnecting the engine from the wheels, shifting gears, and then connecting them again. And I think that's all I can think of for now. Let's go ahead and start the car. So before you start the car, every modern car, you have to put the clutch in. You have to press the clutch pedal, which is actually disengaging the clutch, but that's another thing.
Wow.
And feel that clutch pedal. Let it kind of spring back a little bit, and you feel how there's sort of it gets a little pushier. Yep. Yeah. It gets a little pushier right at the top of the travel, and that's about where the engagement point is.
Okay. When it reconnects with the wheels?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's when it comes back together.
Okay. So push this in.
Push that in.
Okay. And
we've got the emergency brake on.
Okay.
It's in gear. It can be in gear or neutral. That's why you have the clutch in.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So you can start it in gear or neutral. I like to start it in neutral, so just make sure you know where that is.
Okay.
And
then take
you can actually leave that on for now until we start rolling.
Turn this guy on.
First thing I would do is put it in gear.
Put it in gear.
Put it in gear. And now the last thing you do, release the parking brake. And we're rolling a little bit. There you go. You can always use the regular brake pedal. Okay, so what we're going to do is...
that's just because we're on a downhill?
We're on a slight incline,
okay.
Which is a challenge. A little bit of a challenge. It's not very great. So we're going to rev the engine up to about 1,500, 2,000 RPM and slowly let the clutch pedal out. You'll feel that engagement point. Whoa. Oops, a little too high.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Okay, not so much. There you go. There you go. You got it. All right. First try.
Everyone has whiplash.
No, that was good. And then before you come to a stop, you go ahead and put the clutch in before you come to a stop. So let's try first gear again. So put the clutch in and then go to the brake.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
And that's essentially like a car with automatic. Okay.
Stop the car.
It's interesting because you start to think about, I have to push this pedal really hard, and then your right foot goes to the brake and you push it really hard. It takes some getting used to. Your right foot is just like driving automatic. All it does is go gas and brake, gas and brake.
You're good.
Yep. Okay. Until we get to do heel towing. That's part 3.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like a race car driver.
I'll just wait till we get to that part. Let's keep that out of my head.
Yep. All right, so let's try first gear again.
Okay.
So you're in gear.
First. Okay.
And then,
take the foot off
yep,
there.
about up to 1,500, 2,000.
Not there. Okay, there we go.
Good. You're getting this first gear thing down great.
Oh, well, if all I have to do is little donuts in the parking lot, I am golden.
All right, let's do another practice stop.
Okay.
So put the clutch in before you go to the brake.
Okay, put the clutch in and then
go to the brake.
Without slamming slamming on the brake.
There you go.
Okay.
Good.
But I can see the urge to
All
want
right.
to hit that brake really hard.
Yeah.
My left foot has to put so much
Yeah.
pressure on it.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Okay.
So, you ready to try second gear?
Sure.
So here's the trick, shifting gears. You move the shifter and the clutch pedal at exactly the same time. You don't have to go clutch, shift,
Oh, because I'm
out.
already moving?
Right.
Okay.
Well, and the thing is, when you're moving the shifter, it's not in any gear in particular, and you want to sort of time that at the same time.
Okay.
So you're disengaging the engine from the wheels while you're moving the gear. You don't have to disengage them first, and then move the gear, and then let them back together.
Okay.
So
I'm sure in practice.
We're gonna do this. You good at that?
Sure.
Okay. So let's just go ahead and go straight this time. We don't have to go in a circle.
Okay.
So
Get going.
Get going, and then when you get up to about 3,000 RPM,
Okay.
and then take your foot off the gas,
Take my foot off the gas.
shift the gear and the clutch at the same time.
Oh my God.
There you
Second?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now let it out. And when we get out in the real world, once we get up into third and fourth gear, you'll notice you can let the clutch pedal up much quicker than you do from a standstill.
Do I have to stay going fast?
Well, it will stall, but only at you could be almost to a complete standstill before it'll stall. So let's try reverse.
Okay. All right,
So
should
get a
I
spot where
stop?
you can, yeah.
Okay, let me get us over here and maybe we'll try reverse. Put the clutch in. Oh my God, I gotta
There you go.
put the clutch in to stop.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Okay.
so just go to neutral first,
Okay.
and look behind you.
Okay.
Check your mirrors, look over your shoulder, whatever your normal routine is
Okay.
for reverse. This car doesn't have a camera,
Okay.
so you don't have to worry about that. So, same routine as first gear.
Okay.
So, but first you have to find reverse.
Okay. So
There you go.
that's reverse.
That's reverse. So, gently let the clutch out,
More.
and we'll find out if you found reverse or fourth. You found reverse.
Okay.
There you go, and then
Oh, put the clutch in and stop, Michelle.
there you go.
All right. So
There you
try
go.
going and then go back to first.
Yep.
Okay. And then I
Boy, like a pro. Look at that. Boom, boom.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah. All right, I think that went really well. Michelle was a very quick study. Obviously, using a fairly empty parking lot's a great idea. Fewer variables to deal with. You can focus on the practice. And for more how-to videos, go to Edmunds.com. And I think you're ready for the real world.